What is happening, gamers? Welcome back to Let's Play the Slormancer. This is episode 12. If you haven't seen the first 11, playlist over on the channel where you can get all caught up. And we're not gonna dilly-dally around again. More, jeez. Okay. Could afford to do a bit of forge action. That means that's not full. Am I cooked? Is that full? I have no idea what I'm doing. Had one too many drinks so far tonight. That doesn't say in here. It must be in the inventory then, surely. 484 out of 536. Okay. We might as well start out with just a little bit of this to cap things again. How's everybody doing? Hope you're all having a good one. I maimed myself slightly less chopping firewood this week. That's good. Can't argue with that. You gotta take your wins where you can get them. Made it through work for this week, so you know, cheering. I'll finish the level, we won't just leave. I really get 3 elite on this wave, that's too much. 100,000 damage per second for a second there. Wild. For a second there. 140,000 damage seems like a bit much. I'm not going to complain though. Like when they just explode into loot pinyatas, that's fun. Right, nice. I shouldn't have skipped that. I could have seen how much influence I was up to. Rookie mistake. Might have got 1 level if I'm lucky. Cool. We'll take that. Okay, don't have enough to pump that up. Get a couple. Oh, jeez, I can't talk. Get a couple of levels into that. Jesus. You just start choking. Gonna go out on a limb and say that, you know, just randomly choking like that is never what you want. Alright, back to the forge, back to baby mode. Alright. We're gonna do a bit of AFK in here at the start, always fun. Still trying to get as much Slorm Reaper XP as we can. I don't know if that's sort of the goal here. I suppose it is, in a way. Trying to get cool unlocks, I guess. Oh. Oh, I was reading today that there's a new patch for our beloved Slormancer coming out. I haven't jumped over to experimental. Just thinking about it because there is like an automatically start the next wave thing coming to the game. That's pretty cool. But I didn't really want to risk it in case it sort of, you know, breaks the game. I know, being a sook, like if it ends up cooking your save or something, I sort of don't want to be dealing with that. So I thought it could be better to just wait until it comes out on stable instead of experimental. I don't know, if you're playing along at home, you've given it a try. Because geez, this will be a day after I've seen that. A random curse that will affect an upcoming challenge? Well... Or 3 waves of max health. We'll go with 8% war chest quantity, why not? Do this then. So all we really have to do is strafe around a little bit. We should be sweet. The clones will take care of everything else. Up. I was about to say a bad word. Well, I shouldn't record when I was drinking, but when I am drinking, it was like I've stopped. I haven't stopped. Steals of blindness, yeah, we'll take them, they don't worry me. They're pretty free. This whole like pick the curses thing, sort of reminds me a little bit of Binding of Isaac. I really enjoyed Binding of Isaac back in the day. Like there's sort of that like risk versus reward sort of thing, you know, you can have this but only if you're willing to put up with this negative. It's like gotta deal with the devil. I like it. Okay. Well, that one doesn't worry me at all. That's free. They attack a little bit quicker. Hell yeah, Slormancer level up. 22 to go for level 100. I guess we're going for level 100. At this point it'd have to be something really good to get me to go away from the one that I'm using. Oh god, they all suck. Go with Hermetic. That one probably sucks the least out of the options that we have. We'll go with 15% damage for the first permanent one. We already gave him some attack speed, so we don't want to pump him up too much. And making him a little bit stronger we can deal with. Making him way too quick we probably can't deal with. Slippery ice mode. I love slippery ice mode. Ah, cool. Shadow curse is gone. Makes my life so much easier. Where are the rest of the enemies? What are we doing here? I'm gonna go with the squad leader. Squad siege leader, whatever he's called. The squad leader. Fuck it, I'll come up with my own enemies. I will go with Ice Bomb. Ice Bomb will be easy to dodge for 4 waves. Another one of those. Literally just keep moving. You hit yourself. Just keep moving and you find sort of challenges, you know? Oh, she's been a very interesting week. Been thinking about getting started on the series that I've been putting off all year. That one's still a bit of a surprise because I can't remember if I mentioned it or not. Astute channel viewers will know if I have mentioned it. I'm just in this really shit spot at the moment where I want to play about 1 million things and then, you know, work ends. I'm like, okay, cool, I'll get some dinner happening, you know, I'll sit down for a minute, I'll chill out, and relax a little bit, detox from the day dealing with fucking idiots, and sort of go back to being a normal human, and then, you know, you sort of, if you're like me, and it's cold as balls where you live, even with the fireplace on, it's still cold as. Like, today, without doxing myself, it didn't get over 2 degrees Celsius, so 32 in freedom units for my American compatriots. You know, given that I'm an Australian, that's reasonably fucking cold. So the sort of thing we normally deal with, unless you live somewhere shit like I do. Anyway, long story short, I knock off work, I'm done for the day, I'm thinking, hell yeah, I'm done. Like, I'll just watch a couple of YouTube videos, and I'll sort of jump in the old bed because it's nice and warm, and then I wake up and it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, oh fuck, I've got to be up in 4 hours to go to work. It's like, I just do not have the stamina to get as much stuff done as I want. Prime example last night, right? The plan was to just watch a couple of civvy videos and then, you know, fucking jump up, record a video, keep the backlog going, you know, that sort of thing. It's like 8 o'clock, you know, I've had dinner. I finished watching a Kino Casino video. Shoutouts to the casino, I love those dudes. And, you know, sort of chuck on the playlist of a couple of civvy videos that I was planning on watching. So just sort of chuck them on when I can't figure anything else to watch. Given that I am a shooter enjoyer, and I grew up in the golden age of boomer shooters, I sort of enjoy what Civ has to say about old boomer shooters. I watched like the first couple of videos. I was watching the video, like his series about Shadow Warrior last night. I really enjoyed Shadow Warrior when I was younger, so I was sort of keen to watch that. And you know, after an hour maybe, passed out. Woke up at 3 o'clock with the fire half out. But naturally, you know, you gotta get up, you gotta go outside and deal with the freezing. Gotta give the fire the old breath of life. Get it to become good, because it's burnt down to like ash. Yeah, you're going back to bed at like 4:30, you gotta get up at 7:30 to go to your shit job. Like, there's no fucking... It's a bad habit to fall into, and then like you just don't have the energy to drag yourself out of it. Well, I'm sort of lucky that I've got the last couple of days of the week off this week, because I reckon I would probably be looking for a fucking roof to hurl myself off if I was going to work tomorrow. And today wasn't even that bad. I only dealt with like 3 rune people out of the 30 I dealt with. Like it's just the 3. Like, the rest of the week hasn't been that good. Shit, the rest of the month hasn't been that good. The rest of the last 3 months hasn't been that good. I must say though, this probably will get me in trouble if somebody from work sees this, but Christ alive, I'm fucking annoyed. It's in the state that I live in, and here you go, that'll narrow it down to which state I'm in. Also, I found out a very hard lesson this week. It is a long weekend this weekend. King's birthday long weekend, shouts to the king. He's a cool guy. He gives me a long weekend. And without really doxing myself, it's also my birthday this weekend. Naturally, King's birthday. Move over DSP, the real king's in town. My birthday's on the King's birthday long weekend, mate. What the fuck are you talking about? You're not a king. You're an imposter. But anyway, sidetracking aside, you know, sort of put into some time off, like at 6 weeks ago, probably. And it was one of those things. I thought that King's birthday was the same date everywhere in Australia. And again, without doxing myself too much, the office that I work out of in my little government job is based in a different state. And I didn't put in for the 9th of June off, because I was like, oh, it's a fucking public holiday everywhere. I won't have to waste an annual leave day. I can just have that one off for free. And I have a look at my roster this week for next week. So, you know, so I can track down, you know, where, I'm like, shit, when do I actually go back? So like, okay, I know I have Thursday and Friday off, but what have I got off next week? And I see that they have me rostered on Monday. What the fuck do you mean? What are you talking about? I'm not working on a fucking public holiday after my birthday. That's disgusting. And then I find out that in the particular state that I work out of, it's not a public holiday. Oh, well, that's a fucking joke and a half. So then I'm sitting there and I've got this little thought running through my brain, and I'm like, so these people saw me put in for what they know what state I'm from. They know that I'm from interstate. They see me put in for a week off with the reason of week off over my birthday, so I can, air quotes, go away and visit family. Fucking jokes on them. I don't have any family. I do have some family, but fuck, I wouldn't travel to see them. I wouldn't make it. So, you know, I throw the fucking silly little, oh, I'm being a good boy and going off to visit my family sort of thing. And they go, okay, yeah, sure, you can have Thursday, Friday, Tuesday, and Wednesday off. That's cool. That won't fuck with your plans at all. And nobody mentioned it. And I'm just sitting there like, well, can I get fucking Monday off? What are we doing here? Naturally, dear old boss, God bless his cotton socks. Like, no, it's too late. We can't have Monday off now. What the fuck do you mean? I'm like, did it not click with anyone at any point? That maybe because I'm from the particular state that I'm from, where it's a public holiday, I thought it was a fucking public holiday? No such luck. So, fuck, I miss when I was the boss. I at least had me head switched on. And then I was even saltier because I was pretty sure that I'd put in for the Monday off anyway. Naturally, I was about to have a fucking meltdown. So I'd jump onto the old rostering thing that we use where you put in your leave requests and shit to see if I actually did. And I didn't, and I was like, fucking figures. Base Cadet Boy thought that it was just a given that it was a fucking day off. Ah, fuck you. What can you do, right? What can you do? So I'm gonna have a 4-day weekend and work on Monday. It's a public holiday and I don't get paid. Well, I get paid regular rates, so I don't get public holiday rates. And like, that's the only reason why you work on a fucking public holiday. You're getting public holiday rates. It's like, right off the rip, it's double time, so like, you're cheering. Your minimum wage job's almost respectable if you're getting double time. And see how the other side lives. And then I get 2 days off. It's like, even if I was planning on going away, that'd sort of fuck me, wouldn't it? Just sort of sitting there having a bit of a laugh, going, why have they done this? Why did nobody notice this? Well, not my problem. I'll just have me a few days off, you know, record as many videos as I can. Maybe work on the new series that I want to work on in the background. And then tie it all back to where that fucking little rambly rant and rage started. This is why you shouldn't let me drink a fucking quarter bottle of scotch before I start recording. What are we getting? Are we getting something we want? Activation rune of Astorius. Effect rune of Smallerin. Let's go with the activation rune of Astorius. Yeah, we'll head back now, I reckon. Oh, what's that? Ethereal cloning pads. Have I been tricked by these before? Is this the thing where I was like, oh, maybe it'll give me an extra clone? No. Okay, cool. Actually, while we're in there, where was runes? Activation rune of Astorius. Like 68 enemies you trigger your effect rune. That's huge. That finally, after 20 million years of grinding, puts me with the set of runes that I wanted, because I did have a bit of a look at runes. I need to come clean after 10 episodes of grinding the forge. I sort of did have a few runes in mind there that I wanted to get. And I have now achieved the runes that I wanted. Put that one in there. Yeah, where's the guy? The guy's up this way. Go see old mate that fixes up them runes for us. There you go. Now that's level 6. That's pretty cool. Thorn bite. We could get a level up on that. And that'll let us get more stacks. Huge. Look at us go. In between episodes, I did level up some Corey Ironbender affinity too, so don't think about that too much. I thought I'd started recording and I hadn't started recording. So that one's on me there, I guess. Alrighty. What level are we? Level 58? We're killing it. I reckon we sort of know we need to get to 50, right? Oh, shit. We know that we want to get to 50. But we haven't done enough bosses either. So we're gonna do something a bit silly here. We're gonna change tactics a little bit. Instead of grinding forge, like we have been, we're gonna grind some of this, some battlefield, and do some slorm temple in between. Instead of the forge content you have that comes no online from the channel. Huge though. Pick up that last rune finally. Now that I've said that, you know, I was going for specific runes, astute viewers, okay, love the astute viewers. Astute viewers will probably remember that I accidentally upgraded the wrong rune. I put like 4 levels into a completely random rune that I didn't mean to put it into. Just because I thought that was one of the ones I was looking for, and it wasn't. I was like, ah, shit. I'm highly regarded. Drunk Crusader giving a behind the scenes look at what really goes on. God damn. is this? Yellow? 605 max mana? That's actually pretty good. I had this strange feeling. This strange feeling that I could probably do something silly like, you know, reroll that Thorns damage into regular damage. Might go higher than 527? I don't know. Maybe. Cool, shoulders are ready to go up. Everything else is already leveled up, right? Cool. And did we cap that out? We didn't cap it. Cool. Alrighty, off we go then. I would have left if we'd capped that. We've been heading off to the Slorm temple. See what sort of maniacal shit we can get ourselves into. Well, there we go. Yeah, we're close. We'll be at the end of this level though. If that stupid lightning bolt could just go away, that'd be great. This is definitely one of those has science gone too far moments. God damn. The mana harvesting stuff, that could be cool. We will take that. God damn. Alrighty, let's look at that. Okay, cool. We still want this one to level up. How are we meant to do that? If anybody knows, let me know. Okay, we still want that one to be equipped though. Come back over here. We're gonna go like that. I wonder. So if I switch over to, like, you know, Time Warp or Wall of Omen, I still get access to them, don't I? I'm not gonna scream, am I? Feel like I might end up screaming, but we've got to go with it. Yeah, go on. Break down me items. Thank you. Actually, put that in. We'll do reforge normal stats, but first we want to lock armor. Raw damage can go up to 411. We're gonna go with that, right? This thing, 15.2% armor. If I was to come down here and unlock armor, then lock raw damage. %12 armor, there we go. Then we reforge normal, we reroll normal scores. Sort of looking for like 14.9 if we can get it. $14.5, will it go any better? Oh, can I undo? Is there an undo button? Okay, there is no undo. Why isn't there an undo button? Is there an undo button? No, there's just to close the thing. Okay, cool. Sweet as. Okay, we'll go with 14.85 and I won't whinge about it. Yeah, it is technically worse, but I think it'll end up being a lot better. That probably sounds silly. And keep the thing with us though. Yeah. Oh, I need to make them. Just gold. God damn it. Okay, we'll just do that so that we have some. Oh, that was the other cool thing that I read in the patch notes. Or the new patch. Sort of automatically put them in for you. It's very nice, the game. So as if I'm heading to the Slorm Temple, I probably don't want XP, I probably want speed. Where are we at on this bad boy? Close-ish, I guess. Alright, we're going from here. Enemy level's only 47, this should be broken. What cool shit have you got for me, homeboy? Nothing cool enough for me to do anything. Alright. No, I don't want to talk to you. Leave me alone. Alright, we're going. We'll get some upgrades on the old thing. You know, the old thing, you know what I'm talking about? The XP game relic or whatever. Gotta get at least a couple upgrades towards that one. Let's go. Time for some of that pure slorm collection. Get that, don't leave that behind. Spewing if you leave that behind. Nice. That's it, nice. Okay, let's pump a level into that then. Pick that up, come over here, talk to this dude. There you go. 116 for that one, alrighty. 77 for that one. We at 26% extra XP. Honestly, kind of half tempted to put that on now. Could come in handy. Who knows? I suppose we're about to find out. Alrighty, cool.
Woo, 80 on the Slormancer, let's go. He's not that bad, I can't even remember what we started with in this episode. Might have been like 75 or something. That kind of feels like a bit much though. Maybe 77. That kind of seems a bit more reasonable. 77 to 80. Oh my god, sensor field again? They were like, stop giving me sensor field. Boom, give me that. I'm happy to buy as many of those slorm capacity upgrades as I can, you know. They're only going to make my life easier in the future. It means I can go deeper into the battlefield without feeling like I'm, you know, wandering opportunities. We can do it, nice. Nice. 12 out of 50 on that one, that's certainly a number. I reckon I'm just gonna push through as far as I can on the slorm I've got. We're coming up to a numbered floor anyway. But they're all numbered, you know what I mean? Like another one of the, like, you know, 10, 20, 30. So I'm assuming we'll probably cop another... Oh my god. I'm assuming we'll probably cop another ultimatum after level 30. Okay, can't afford another one. Can't even afford an upgrade to one of them.
Where are we at? Jeez, I got like 3 floors to go. Can't lie though, still worth it. Like I said before, now we can go deeper into Battlefield, sort of on each run, without me sitting there thinking, geez, I'm just wasting all this old slurm. Means we can get more like influence, bosses done, etc, etc. All the cool stuff you want to do. Adamant Abundance. Mana regen? Okay, I don't think I like that one. Did I have like XP gain on one of my items? Now I'm getting stressed. Okay, maybe I didn't. Alright, on to the next one. Pick up the rune full helm, gotta bring that with me. I can alch it for money, and I'm poor. I need the rune full helm. It's imperative I get the rune full helm. Might as well just chuck a couple into that then. So I'd imagine, yeah, we're too broke to continue. Alright, let's go break down some gear. Boom. Let's go upgrade some gear. Get ready for another boom. Alright, so it's level 5. That's level 6. That's level 2. Cool. Alright, battlefield status update. 6 on the garden, 5 on the mage temple, mage school, 7 on, I guess that's probably like the basement or whatever. Can't remember what it's actually called. Royal wing. There you go. Oh, I don't think I can handle 5. Much as I might like to give 5 a go. I think I'll lose on 5. Mage Academy, that's huge. Oh yeah, now we're gaming. If anything, we're gaming too hard right now. Oh, come on, there can't be a slorm line fragment all the way over there. That's just offensive. Jesus, 9 million XP at level now? I'm glad that there's a lot of enemies, that's all I can say. That was pretty good. That's less rules. God, I hate those things. Little spiders that pop up. So frustrating. Because the only thing I can't complain about is that I am picking up a whole pile of slorm, a whole pile of XP. $3k every time one of those annoying things dies. Like, I'll take that. I'll put up with being annoyed if I'm getting 3k XP for killing a spider, you know? We are stacking up the Elder Slorm. Hopefully stacking up the influence too, to be honest. We do know from past experience that you have a decent-ish chance of getting a Reaper when you close a breach. Not decent, you know. The chance is present if you close the breach. We're gonna keep doing that in the hopes that we find a cool Reaper. Makes us want to turn off the one that we got and switch. No, I can definitely see myself keeping the one that I have forever. The old sunk cost fallacy going on. But I've been leveling it for so long that it needs to level up and like evolve, or I'm wasting my time. gold scourge, the twin staff. I guess I'd say that one probably gives you more gold. Oh wow, look at that. It'd sort of be good if you were really built for like gold find. You were getting a lot of gold. I know, intuitive, right? The thing's called Gold Finder, the golden staff, gold destruction. And you're going, hey, you know, that'd be pretty good if you found a lot of gold. Yet, no shit, you learned to read. Good job. Just learning to read would be an improvement compared to my usual fucking reading ability. I can't lie about that. So those really annoying fucking things. I can go for 8.5 hours without fucking up what I'm reading while I'm working, and you know, I have to read constantly to answer people's dumb questions. And then the second I'm trying to read something when I'm playing a game, YouTube channel, like, oh yeah, no, I forgot how to read, sorry. Top 10 most frustrating things I deal with. Number 1. Onwards. Alright, cool. Time for a free boss kill. Loving it. Not loving luxurious gardens is floor 2, but I can deal with that. You can't win all of them.
Well, now I've just been scammed. Where's the Voltoroid? If you deal ancestral strike damage, you gain a high voltage stack and high voltage stack. I can't read, but the guy that wrote this game can't fucking write either, so you know, good company. Lasts until the end of the expedition. A high voltage can stack up to 124 times. Spark machine deals 1% increased damage for every stack of high voltage. Okay. That could be kinda good if I end up building the spark machine. Look, that's one to chuck in the old bank, I reckon. Keep that one hanging around. Like, geez, what's the worst that can happen? It fucking comes in handy. Don't worry, I am planning on going down and getting that chest before I leave. Stuff the life bender. No, full inventory alert. That's how you find yourself in like a tough spot. Do you go back at the end of this floor even though you're not sort of full? Well, not full of Elder Slorm anyway. And like that's a yeah, probably. I really like the idea of just leaving drops behind. And even if they're not drops that I want, you know, it's just nice to have the stuff so you can break it down. Alright, we're full. We're full. At least you're not full on gold. You know what, we'll head back. Take that, 6 levels, 4.5 million XP. Where did we get to? Jeez, we actually did alright. 23, 36, 36 out of 50. Did I do good maths? 46 out of, okay, yeah, no, fuck, I did shit maths. Typical. It's kind of wild that, like, you know, you look over here and you're like, yeah, okay, cool, he's pretty close. Then you look over here at part 2. I've almost done all of part 2. It's like, what? That's not normal. Shouldn't have part 2 half done when you're not done with part 1, you know? Stuff the old life bender, good stuff. I reckon we're just gonna hit the old boom, boom. What's this? Commanding war tablet of mana. I won't get rid of that. You don't need that.
Stash tab. Bank those couple of things. Go upgrade that thing that we have that needs upgrading. Yeah, I know. The commentary's getting shit at this point. 468. So I reckon it's plus 57. There's no way. Holy shit. It wasn't lying. Nice. So that will end up way better than the one that we already had real soon, I would say. But I hate to be a disappointment, gamers. I reckon I'm going to call it quits there. Actually, I might do a little bit more leveling up of my skills before I disappear. Boom, there we go. A little bit more free damage, take that. Yeah, I'm gonna call it quits there, gamers. I reckon it's time for me to have a bit of a relax. If I remember earlier in the episode where I was saying that I like put on a YouTube video and fallen asleep, that's what I have planned. I might have a couple more drinks, you know, you never know. Might even record another video. I don't think it's too late. Only 10 o'clock. I could record another one. Who knows, I might even record another one. It'll free me up a little bit tomorrow to do some stuff. Yeah, if you enjoyed the video, definitely consider dropping a like and a sub. Subs, as always, are massively appreciated. Trying to hit 500 subs this year. And likes help get the video out there to more people. If you're enjoying the videos, definitely consider dropping a comment. Shoutouts to old mate whose name I cannot remember right now. Off the top of my head, bear with me. I'll have a moment here. Maybe I won't have a moment here. There was a legend that dropped a comment on the first video the other day. Arc Night Owls, that's who it was. Shoutouts to Arc Night Owls for their really nice comment. I really appreciate the positive feedback. Appreciate any kind of feedback. But especially positive, you know. It's really cool to see that someone's actually enjoying the videos. So yeah, thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'll catch you in the next one.